Hi, this is Rahim Zulfakareli from Excel Basement, and in this video we will be learning around 3 to 4 DAX within the Power BI file, and we will apply them and create one of the visualization, which is gauge chart, and we'll be look at the impact on the visualization. So let's get start. I have just imported one of the Excel table from the Excel file. To get the data from the Excel file, you need to click on Get Data button within the Power BI, and then click on Excel and locate the file where it available on your hard drive. Then you just need to load the table, select the table and then load. So here on my screen you can see that I have the table 1, which is the table, and I just have the one column which is called the status, and in that status we will be applying 3 to 4 different DAX, and we will be calculating the how we can use the gauge chart in the visualization of Power BI. So let's get started. Let me just drag this status into this canvas, and there are 3 main words you will be seeing here, which is the excluded, no and yes. So let me just make this values font a big so that you can see it easily. So I will increase the text size. So now you can see that I have the 3 words in my 3 fields in my particular column, that is status, excluded, no and yes, right? First we will be applying one of the DAX, which is called the count rows. The count rows will calculate all the rows within a table and returns a number. So let's start. On the home tab, you need to click on new measure, which is available right here, as you can see on my screen, new measure. When you click on new measure, just like in Excel, a formula bar we have a kind of formula bar where we can name the measure. We can name the explicit measure here and write the DAX. So first we will be naming that measure, which is total, and now we will be applying the count rows DAX, count rows, and here we will define the name of the table, which is, in my case, it's table 1, and bracket close. As soon as I press enter, one of the explicit measure field is now created. Here you can see a small icon of the calculator is being you can see that this is the explicit measure made by us. So let me just drag this field into this canvas, and by default it's creating the visualization as an clustered column chart. We just need a number, that how many rows in our table, that shows 910, the total number of rows present in our table, 910. Now the next DAX is we need to see that how many rows which contain the yes out of 910. So we will be applying one more DAX, which is the calculate, and within that calculate we will be applying filter also. So how we can do that, we will click on new measure, and here we will be writing a name of the measure, which is, let's suppose, yes only, and after the equals to we will be putting one DAX, which is called calculate. So calculate, first we need to define the expression, that what kind of aggregation we want to calculate or what kind of action we want to perform. So first we will be counting the rows in table 1, and now in the filter context we just need to filter out that how many rows which contain the yes. So we need to apply one more DAX, which is called the filter. So in within the filter DAX we need to first define the table name, which is the table 1. Then filter expression will be the name of the column within that table, which is the table 1 status, and we will put equals to sign, and we just write yes within the inverted commas and bracket close. That's it. So I will drag this field into this canvas, and let's see how many rows which contain yes. There are 764 rows which contain yes. The next is, if we need to highlight or identify that how many rows out of 910, which are the total rows in the table, how many rows which includes the excluded and yes field. So I need to sum up the yes and excluded in a DAX. So what I can do is I will write a new measure again, or I can change the previous measure if I want. So yes and excluded, so equals to calculate expression is count rows from the table 1, and within that I need to use filter table 1. Table 1 status is equals to yes, and now the two pipelines means that ampersand sign. So as you can see that now in this DAX we are including the yes and excluded field. So we have been utilizing calculate with the count rows, which returns the total number of rows in the table, which is 910. So in the first filter we are filtering the field which contains the yes, and then two pipe symbols means the and sign, which will include from the table 1 status column also the excluded word. So yes and excluded, this is 848. So now if I want to get the percentage that if I want to divide 848 out divide by 910, how much percentage it is. So in the Power BI we have one DAX which is called divide DAX. So in that DAX we can divide numerator into denominator and get the answer. So it's very easy. We'll click on new measure and we'll call this measure as percentage. So we'll be utilizing the divide DAX. First the numerator. So in the numerator we'll be writing yes and excluded. So we can utilize this explicit measure into this DAX, yes and excluded, which will be divided by the total explicit DAX, and that's it. So now you can see that it will be the 93%, right? And if I want to convert this amount into the visualization, which is gauge chart, so I will click on this and I will just do some modification in the axis. I will putting the maximum to 1 and will make the formatting of this 0.93 into a percentage. For doing that I will click on this measure and on the modeling tab I will click on percent with 0 decimals. So now in this video you have learned that how to calculate total number of rows within a table with the help of count rows. Then we learned that how to identify that out of 910 how many rows which have the yes category, that was 764, and in that we applied the 3 DAX which are calculate, count rows and the filter. That's very simple. That's how we do in normal Excel, just like count ifs and sum ifs. We put one more category within the new DAX which is called yes and excluded, with 2 pipe symbols which doing the end purpose. And last but not the least we use the divide DAX and we make this visualization into gauge chart, and it shows 93% out of 100. So this is how you have learned this. Also I can tell you that if you want to convert this into the slicer, you just need to go to visualization and click on slicer. Now you can just click on excluded, so the amounts will change and you can see that graphical presentation also changes. Press the control key to select the multiple criteria within the filter of the slicer, and now you can see the answer. One more thing, that if I click on no, for example, if I click on no, here you can see the blank in this box. So instead of blank, what if I want 0 here? So what I can do, let's say if I want a 0 here, so I will write is blank and if. So is blank, example is blank, and last that value. So it's showing me true, and I will code this true within the if DAX. So if this whole scenario, for example is true than 0, otherwise copy the remaining part. So now you can see that when I click on excluded and yes, it shows me the number 764, and when I click on no, instead of blank it shows me 0, and I have quoted it with the is blank and the if, just like we do in Microsoft Excel, right? So this was a quick video with the some 3 to 4 DAXs which I just showed you as a demonstration. Thank you.